Happy Friday morning, everybody. So happy to be here in our expert VA community. So today I want to talk with you about how to identify your niche. I have spoken many times on the importance of specializing. It is more crucial now than it has ever been that you specialize. So if you need me to talk about why to specialize, post in the comments, let me know, hey, I need to know why to specialize. I missed that information. Today I want to talk about how to identify your niche. Now, this is not an easy thing, an overnight thing to do. This is a process. So I'm not going to be able to tell you exactly how to do it here, but I can get you started. The first thing that I want you to do is I want you to think about, what do you love to do? I've talked before about the 4 P's to paid, and the first P is purpose. That is, and it's the first P because it is that important. Identifying your purpose, what you love to do, who you love to work with, is the most important thing you can do for your virtual assistant business when you're getting started. Okay? And if later on in your virtual assistant business you decide, hey, you know what, I want to change it up, I want to work with somebody different for whatever reason, maybe you're bored, maybe the niche you chose isn't the best for you, you can change it. I did. I started out as a real estate virtual assistant. I loved it. I loved working with real estate agents. There were a few little things I didn't like about them. They're very last minute. Everything's urgent. I wasn't wild about that, but I loved what I did with them. I wrote their blog posts. I marketed for them, and that was so much fun. But when the 2008 hit and the bubble burst, it wasn't so much fun anymore. So I decided to switch my niche. And I went into working with professional speakers, and I did marketing and blogging for them. So same type of thing I was doing, just a different target market. Okay? And you can even switch up what you're doing for them if you want to, if you decide you don't like the tasks you're doing. So I'm telling you that so that you don't freak out and think, oh my God, I have to make this big decision that's super important and I'm stuck with it forever. No, you are not. You can switch. But you cannot be a generalist and earn 6 figures as a VA. In fact, it's really difficult to even earn $50,000 as a VA if you do not specialize. Most generalists, for example, earn about half of that. So which do you want to do? Work the same number of hours for half as much, or double that when you specialize, and it's also easier. All right, so I did a little bit of talking there about why you want to specialize. So now I'm going to give you one tip today to get you started on what you should specialize in. Okay, I already mentioned purpose, so think about what you love to do, and I'm going to have you split those into 2 categories, okay? Do you love creative stuff, or do you love techie stuff? Okay, now I'm being kind of black and white here, and choosing your niche isn't really that black and white, and that's why in my Expert VA training program, the very first lesson that you get, the very first thing you do when you join the program is you get a 7-page assessment. It is an assessment that I have created over the last 18 years of working as a virtual assistant and the last 8 years of providing my training program. So I know how to help you identify the niche you should specialize in. But again, let's go back to that. Are you techie or are you creative? Okay, so let's talk about creative. What am I talking about there? It can be something like you could like to create websites and the design of the website, not the back end, not the coding of the website, okay? The look of the website. So that's more like the graphics, the imagery. Speaking of that, do you like to create images, like images for social media, images for blog posts? Do you like to write? That's another very creative thing. Okay, so those are the kinds of things I'm talking about when I'm talking about being creative. Writing, imagery, logos, graphic design, anything on that level. Okay? Now, techie. Techie is huge online, as you can imagine. Techie is when you work in the back end for doing work for somebody. And that could be updating WordPress sites, actually developing WordPress sites. It could be working on email software programs like MailChimp, Infusionsoft, Entreport, ActiveCampaign. It could be, I'm trying to think of other techie stuff. Okay, so hopefully you get the idea there. Now, When you choose creative versus techie, then you still have to narrow it down further. You're not going to do all those creative things. You're not going to do all those techie things. But that's a start. Which are you? Creative or techie? Hey, tell me in the comments below. Tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me what you love to do, and I'll help you figure it out. All right? Hope to see you posting here, and I hope you have a great weekend. Bye, everybody.